Hi there, this is Cindy, your host of the Kindness Advantage, where in 10 minutes or less, I am going to share ways you can implement kindness into your business, your organization, and your personal life. So today's topic is clear as kind. I am talking to you about feedback. We all know that feedback is crucial for growth, but let's be honest, it can be tricky, right? Have you ever received feedback that left you more confused than motivated? Or maybe you've hesitated giving feedback because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings? Well, as I speak with groups and organizations, I try to encourage open, direct communication and giving feedback because it is so important. If we don't know what we've done wrong or ways we can improve, then we always think that we're doing an amazing job. And we know, you know, by our experiences that we typically have room for growth and improvement. Today, I want to unlock the magic of clear and kind feedback for you today, right? I'm going to show you or give you ways that we can give feedback that's helpful, respectful, and ultimately leads to better results. Are you ready? Let's dig in. has your um, has your manager ever told you that maybe your report lacked oomph or imagination or missing the mark a little bit? Like, what does that actually mean? Do you really know what they're really talking about? Vague feedback is the worst. And maybe you've had a boss that says your presentation could use some work. That's not very helpful. Or maybe somebody has said that you need to be more team orientated, but it wasn't clear what you were doing wrong. Vague feedback leaves us more frustrated than anything else and actually confused and lost. It can actually damage our confidence and hinder our product progress. So we need to remember that when we're giving negative feedback, it's okay. Like instead of worrying about hurting somebody's feelings, we actually hold back, which doesn't help anyone. But the good news is that you can do clear and or have clear and direct feedback because it is a form of kindness. When you take time to communicate effectively, it shows that you actually care about somebody's development. You care about them improving and growing in their position. And it actually empowers the other person to improve and reach their full potential. Now, I'm not saying to be blunt, but there's a way to be direct while still being kind. Try using a softening statement before giving the feedback, the constructive feedback. Incorporating kindness into the feedback doesn't mean sugarcoating or avoiding tough conversations. It's about delivering feedback in a respectful, compassionate way that acknowledges the other person's feelings and perspective. What about research? So, you guys know I like research backed information, and I found that employees who receive regular feedback feel more engaged and motivated. Plus, it helps clarify expectation and improves performance. I also want you to think about timeliness, right? When somebody has made a mistake or needs to be set on the right path, it's important not to wait weeks or months to address this issue. Addressing it as soon as possible while it's still fresh in everyone's mind, right, is the best, right? Empathy actually plays a really big role too. Remember, feedback is about helping someone grow, not tearing them down. So, I've got a few actionable tips to help give clear and kind feedback. Are you ready? Tip number one, be specific. Instead of saying your report is bad, point out specific areas that need improving going forward. Um, for example, the data analysis in your report could be more in depth. That's much better. Clear is kind, right? Number two, focus on the future. This is what I really want to drive home to, right? We as humans have a tendency to bring up past mistakes. Don't dwell on those. Explain how the person can grow moving forward. Ask open ended questions like, what ideas do you have to strengthen this section? Um, I think we often bring up their past behaviors, their past experiences, their past mistakes, and we can get stuck on that instead of tackling the current issue that's happening right now. Number three, use I statements. They are your friend, right? Instead of accusatory language, use I statements to express how something impacted you. Instead of using you, use I. For example, I felt frustrated when the deadline was missed because it impacted the team's progress. Finally, number four is end on a positive note. I think, reiterating your belief in the person's ability to improve, letting them know that you're there to support them and encourage them, and you really want them to win. So there you have it, the magic of clear and kind feedback. Remember, feedback isn't about pointing fingers. It's about helping people grow. By practicing these tips, you can unlock a powerful tool for success, both for yourself and for your team members and those around you. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Kindness Advantage. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss another episode. And if you love this, pass it on to somebody that could use it. Send me a comment. I love to hear your feedback as well, right? Clear is kind. Remember, together we create waves of change through kindness.